Hey, yo, it's me, Pops Van Marmalade, and you're watching the Comics-Related Madness Network. Uh-huh. So come get some. CromCon. CromCon.
First world, come in and take a seat. Pay us no attention, it's all conspiracy. We have satire and parody, some funny, some perverse. If none of it's offensive to you, you'd be the first.
And now for something completely different.
Yeah, it is different. And what's up, Dave? How you doing, brother?
Good evening, Pops.
What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? You over there munching down. I pulled you out early, didn't I? you wasn't quite ready, was you?
Not quite, but just about. Yeah.
Pretty sure we're going to have Timothy joining us here in a bit. What's up, Vic? Vic's in the chat. Vic was just out with us on the draw stream. He's a young artist from the Silver Line crew over there. There we go. There's our guest, Mr. Fling. What's happening?
Good evening, Tim.
How you doing?
Okay.
Nice to see you, Dave.
Yeah, nice to see you as well.
Pop, how you been, man?
It's all action.
Yeah.
Good deal. I'm glad to hear you got that logo sorted out. I did work on it a little bit. It was a little above my graphic design skills.
One of our other sponsors, Thomas from Committee Comics. It's like, send me what you got. Just send it all to me. I'll fix it up. So I sent him dimensions and everything, and he sent it back. And I paid for the ad, but I don't see where I'm supposed to submit the actual ad. I'll turn to Pete, I sent you a message, man. Let me know. Am I supposed to email it to you? What am I supposed to do? You know, because I paid for it. It's paid for it. That's what we do with the sponsor money is we make sure that we pay for other ads to get seen in more places. Right?
Sure.
You know, so picked up a monthly sponsor, put that monthly fee toward some advertising, whatever we, whatever we got to do, man, to make this bigger. That's the goal. Not part of the Silver Line crew yet, but working on it. Hangs out with them guys, all that, you know. He's a youngster, and he's a pretty good artist. So looking forward to seeing what he does in the future. So myself, this being the show offs, and I decided I was going to go in a little different direction. I wasn't going to show off stuff that I've gotten crowdfunded, but show off some of the stuff that is just in my collection or mine and my son's collection from, you know, over the years, right? Over the last, I don't know, 5-6 years since we started this collection.
Sure.
But when we talk about indies, there's really no talking about indies for me without talking about where the underground began.
Oh yeah, of course, man. Right.
Okay. Freewheelin' Franklin, you know, this book, Feds and Heads. There was a few of them from back in the day, the rip-off press, the underground press, and these weren't in. We didn't have comic stores when I was a kid, guys.
Yeah.
No, there wasn't any when I was a kid either.
We didn't have eBay. We didn't have none of that. Okay. To find something like this, you probably had to go into a place that sold pipes and bongs and stuff.
Yeah,
like
man.
Potheads.
Exactly. A head shop they used to call that.
That's the only place you're going to find these books when we were young. And some of us weren't old enough to go in to buy them. And you know how the kids that stand outside the liquor store and try to get the adult to buy them liquor?
Yeah.
We're the kids standing outside the head shop trying to get people to buy us comic books.
Right.
Okay, because we couldn't go in there. We weren't old enough. But at the same time, we weren't trying to buy paraphernalia or any of that stuff. So most adults were like, really? You just want a comic? Yeah, I got you. They just take your money, go in and bring you out the next issue of Freak Brothers or whatever.
Sure.
So this is actually one of the, I think this is volume 2. The Best of Rip-Off Press, volume 2. This is good stuff, but I have a bunch of Freak Brothers comics too. And the great thing about that is like they've been reprinted so many times.
Yeah.
It's really hard to figure out which printing one is when you get one. It's like, dang, I don't even know what printing that is. You're looking for colors in the title, like different colors and all kinds of different ways that they differentiated the next printing.
Right.
And it's nobody really knows the exact order, I don't think. This is true indie, yo. This is true indie underground right here.
It's a real indie.
You know?
Yeah.
You could have bought that while you were getting your black light posters.
Yeah, that's for real stuff right there, man. So I just like pulled some things out of the drawer, like A through F, I think I got to or something, maybe A through G. So I think we're going to be doing this again, guys.
All right.
Just saying. Mr. Sandberg, how you doing, brother? How you doing? So this one, dang, I'm going to end up putting the freaking glasses on to be able to do what I'm trying to do here because
I have these on all day long, Pops.
A lot of this stuff is unfamiliar. Yeah, well, I had a lens fall out the other day and then tried to super glue it in, and now there's like super glue all over one of the lenses and shit, you know. This says Vertigo DC Comics Accelerate.
Oh. I'm not familiar with that one.
Yeah,
I'm not either.
There is a whole bunch of stuff here that I've never read.
The Panda Brothers. I remember the Panda Brothers. They were the first on the Grendel book.
Okay. Rich actually worked on a Grendel book, but it was the Wrestler. The Wrestler Grendel. Man, I don't know where I'm going to put these after I.
That's going back some years. The Grendel book, that was a Comico book. I don't know if you remember Comico.
I remember Comico.
Mm.
Yeah.
Now I got a place to put them, so I can do this. All right. I'm going to turn that around now. It's going to be a pain. No, just stay open, stupid. There you go. Okay. Eclipse Comics Air Maiden Special #1.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I love Eclipse.
Yeah, I've got some of those. Don't think I've got that one, but I do have some Eclipse comics.
It's a nice
I mean,
copy.
I just like tried to pull the #1s or the ones that look cool. I wasn't going to like get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know. So
Right.
there's your #1 of Eclipse Air Maidens. If you like the look of that, go check that out on eBay. See, we didn't have it. Look, that's what I mean. We
Right,
didn't
yeah.
have that back in the day, man. If you couldn't find the book on the spinner rack or at a place like that, or maybe a thrift store, you might get lucky. Like at the Goodwill, they might have had stacks of comics that you could go through, but that was it, man.
Right.
There was no back order bins. There was no dollar bins. There was none of that when we were kids. I think if it didn't sell, they just tore half the cover off and
Send it back.
yeah, right. So we didn't get they didn't have dollar bins and stuff. You guys are gonna like this, or some of you are going to anyway. Armor Hunters, Valiant Armor Hunters #1.
Oh, nice. Sweet.
I guess they were people that didn't like Tony Stark. I don't know. Could be wrong. Hunting the armor. Get them armor, people. You've seen him on our show. You've seen Doug on our show, Arsenic Lullaby.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. The book, I had no idea what it was until I actually saw him at the Grand Rapids Comic Con. And it was like, then I felt stupid because I was out here going, I can't find anything on this book. And, you know, now it's like you can find everything on this book. It's like, how come when I tried to find info on this book, I couldn't find anything? It was weird.
That's part of the fun is finding the obscure books, isn't it?
Well, yeah, a lot of these are. How many of you remember Image Astronauts in Trouble?
That title rings a bell. Yeah, I think I've got one of those.
Adler did
Charlie
this.
Adler. Okay, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I've got one of those knocking about somewhere.
Look, Entertainment Weekly gave that one a quote. But yeah, got some cool stuff. Never really had time to go through it all. Then there's always got to be that Hot Chicks on Bikes.
Brainstorm Comics.
Right?
Good
the
cover.
Gold Edition. Ooh.
Oh, yeah, got a little chrome there.
Oh, it's gold. It's
Gold.
gold.
Okay, sure.
Nice.
And it is shiny embossed. See that?
Yeah. That catches the light.
And the title's got the embossed too.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
The gold chrome.
Yeah.
Gold foil. I mean, gold chrome. That sounded stupid.
I say that too. Whenever I see shiny, I always say chrome.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
What do you know about that, guys?
I dug those rock and roll comics. I think those are pretty cool.
I have a choice few of things that I think are either, going to be worth something or are cool. I have, I'm a Rush fan, so I have a Rush comic.
Oh, nice. I love Rush.
I also have comics that have Rush references in them. Like Defenders 45, I think they actually use Rush lyrics in one of Doc Strange's spells.
Oh, really?
Lyrics from the song Twilight Zone.
Oh.
Oh man, what's the lyric? I can't remember it, but if I listen to the song, I'd know right away. And you guys got to know something about Boom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little something like Big Trouble in Little China.
Nice.
Yeah, nice cover that.
Yeah, I love
like that too.
I love it. Good stuff. Oh, check him out.
Sort of got that movie poster look.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Yeah, I'm just thinking that myself.
It's good stuff. Good stuff. Somebody on the previous show on the draw stream was talking about this guy, Vic. What do you know about this guy, Vic? What do you know about that guy, Vic? They were just talking about Vin Diesel Bloodshot. That's pretty funny.
I didn't see that movie. I'll have to check that out.
We got people in the chat. What's going on, Nick? Our boy from London Gothic. What's happening? Kamiko and Eclipse were two great indie companies. Well, you know, I mean, there's been a lot of good indie companies, man. It's just hard to maintain against a conglomerate that's trying to squish you, you know. I do not have any Aircell cat and mouse. No, I do not.
Oh yeah, Tales of Spence became Captain America, right?
Yeah, that was confusing, wasn't it?
Yeah, Mick was one of the people talking about that Bloodshot. Yeah. Now this one, what do you know about Red Circle Comics Group?
Yeah, I'm aware of them. Blue Ribbon Comics.
Blue Ribbon Comic. It doesn't say who dude is or.
No, it doesn't, does it?
It's just like, you know. It's Ditko though.
Oh wow!
Okay.
How about that? Wow,
that's a Ditko, yeah.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Okay, so the Strange New World of the Fly. That's what it is, guys. 1983, Volume 2, Number 1. So this had been done before as well. I guess Blue Ribbon Comics have been around since the 40s. According to this right here, that cover, Action Mystery Thrills, is June. I think that says June. Yeah, June 1940 right there.
Right.
Right up there. It's not focusing, but that's 1940.
Yeah. Just about make it out.
So yeah, there you go. The Fly Strikes. Dun, dun, dun.
That looks pretty good, actually.
It's newsprint, you know. Simon Kirby Williamson Classic Fly Stories.
Very nice too.
I might have to put that one aside. Just might have to give that one a little more credit for not just being in the general pop. Put that one over there aside. Okay, y'all know the whole image.
Oh sure.
You know.
Yeah.
Look, it's cable, yo. Is it?
It looks very like cable.
Yeah, it's very like cable. Very like cable. Rob Liefeld, you know.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then Buffy. What do you know about Buffy?
Yeah.
I'm a Dark Horse fan too.
And a Buffy, number 1. See, we got, you know, both of those. One is the Origin and one is the anotheruniverse.com exclusive with her actual likeness, you know, her actual picture. Good stuff. The Origin number 1. Okay. This is the last one. I'm going to go for this round. I'm going to hand this off to somebody who knows something about Bullwinkle.
Yeah, sure, man.
Bullwinkle and Rocky.
Remember that somebody showed me this the other day. Who showed me something like this last week? Dave?
It might have been me. Oh, yeah. I think
it was Dave.
Isn't it? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you did. Yeah, because we went about naming all it. Look, but there's a couple extras here. We got
Sherman and Peabody.
Sherman and Peabody on there.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't think they were on that other one, but yeah, there you go. Bullwinkle and Rocky, Star Comics. Yeah. This issue, The Invisible Rain. or
the new world in the Marvel universe of the
Yeah.
Star box.
Oh, I don't think I guess Star was part of Marvel, huh? I don't think I realized
Yeah.
that.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
So who wants to go next, yo? Get these things off.
Shall we let Tim go next?
Okay, sure. I'll show you what I got.
Yeah.
I got a couple of indies I thought you guys might like to see. Some of them are from Kickstarters and some are just indie titles.
I did separate myself into 3 segments, so I got 3 little stacks like that. So
okay. The first one I got here, this is a sci-fi book by the name of Stellar Odyssey. And this one has sort of a modern art technique. It's by a guy by the name of Elton Tomasi. And I actually know this fella. He helped me when I first started making comics. And it's got a cool kind of, sort of a Star Wars kind of look, and very original coloring. And it's also got some pretty cool characters. If you like the type of Star Wars type of space saga, I'd recommend that one. And I think they did a good job too. This was written by a fella, let me make sure I get it right. Written by Brian Hawkins. That one's called Stellar Odyssey, and that is an ongoing title.
Nick, if you'd like to be a guest next weekend and join us, get you couple stacks together and you come out and show stuff off too, man. That's what we do.
This next one I got here, this was a Kickstarter that I backed, and this guy has a cool concept. And what it is, it's a little bit based on what if AI took over the world, right?
Oh,
yeah, and it's 2100 AD it's called, and
Skynet.
Did a good job there. That's by a guy by the name of Sean Terry. And it starts right out. I mean, it's got good colors, great character development. And basically it starts out with the machines dropping bombs on all the cities. Pretty cool. And I see the cover is sort of like a matrixy kind of look,
What's up, Pale Rider?
I see how they got there's like symbols cascading down.
I had to smile at that one then, Pops.
Yeah. Pale Rider's always good for a laugh. Check him out. False advertising. I thought this was a stripper show.
Hey, hang in there. I might strip a little.
Oh, shit.
This next one I got for you, and this is a little bit like an anthology title. And by the way, I'm a sucker for when these guys do their Kickstarter projects. We're songwriters too, so we release a song with each book. This guy does that too, and it came with like an album. And you see what it is. It's called The Ear Goggles. And just a terrific job. It's by a guy by the name of Ezra Gale. And it's an anthology title. And it's a very nice quality. It's like almost a hardcover. It's like on a thick cardboard and glossy title. And actually, that is his likeness right there. Right. And you can see how shiny the book is when I hold it up to the light.
I think I'm friends with this guy on Facebook.
His name's Ezra Gale. And let me see if I can find another panel to show you, because some of these are just really cool looking.
I just knew that back cover. I knew that as soon as I saw that. I knew that.
Yeah. And
the little short guy with the guitar. Yeah.
Yeah. He did a great job. And if you like the music, it comes with music too.
Yeah.
So I love music.
That's how I met him. I think he was on that panel we did last year with the music and comics.
Yeah.
I think that's him. How I met him, actually. Yeah.
And by the way, I'll tell you, I'm very critical of music, right? And when I heard his album, I was like, wow. I mean, the production quality is very solid. Like you won't be disappointed even if you just want to get the album. And I got one more here, which is actually I talked about this fellow last week. This is by Travis Gibb.
Right.
And there's actually a new issue of this, but I have the old one. I don't think I have the new one yet. But that's Granite State Punk. And it's like a tribute to, I guess you'd call it maybe like a coming of age kind of story. And it's against the backdrop of the punk rock explosion. So, yeah.
Interesting.
Good job. And that's by Travis Gibb and art by Patrick Buermeyer. So, and that was a Kickstarter too. And it came with kind of some cool punk stuff. I'll just show this real quick. It has like a British flag with a punk. Right.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And I don't know. I'm not the biggest punk rock music fan or anything, but I get it that it's making kind of a comeback. I'm not sure if a comeback is the right word, but the aesthetic of punk is very popular. But of course, people forget these days. You know, I was around the first time for the punk revolution, and
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, you know, let's be honest. Some of the music wasn't too good. That's why it didn't last too long. But you know, and I understand that's why there's different types of music. Music is very subjective, right? But as far as the book itself, they did a great job and a great Kickstarter. So I brought those for the indies, and well, there's one more. This is talking about this fellow last week too. This is by KJ Kaminsky again, and he has done that book that was kind of like a military G.I. Joe series, but he also has one with a female hero. It's like an interstellar hero called Sophia Saturn. That's kind of a nice cover there. And I guess she's got her ongoing adventures, and it's pretty cool. And that is from Big Blue Comics is their name. And I'm very impressed with the color work and the line work. Great panels. And these guys have a very keen design sense. Like it's a very professional product. So
yeah, it looks it.
When I see Big Blue Comics, I always try and back them. And that was what I brought for the Kickstarter comics. And also, it seemed like last week we talked about some vintage stuff. So I did bring 2 vintages too to show you. Just 2, because I know I'm mostly supposed to be talking about the indies.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you guys are Bernie Wrightson fans.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I am.
I just picked that up, a Swamp Thing. With Swamp Thing fighting the robot. That's a 20 center. And I very rarely have something like this, but I picked up what they call a Golden Age book. This is a 10 center. That is Straight Arrow. And what he is like a cowboy who his secret identity, he dresses up as an Indian, I should say a Native American, I suppose. And then he goes out and rights wrongs in the world. So that's his deal. That's what he does.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I thought I'd mix up the categories a little bit because, like we were saying, I think I'm a little bit like Dave. I'm a comic collector too, so I have sort of a broad. I try to mostly, when I buy stuff these days, I'm mostly buying. I try and support indie creators because, of course, I am one myself. But as far as the older stuff, I do consider myself a collector. And sometimes I'll see some of these older books, a 10-cent book or a 12-cent book, and I got to have that one for my collection. You know,
that's right.
Yeah, I come by it honestly. You know what I mean? So, but the reason why I chose the Straight Arrow, I'll tell you, I don't particularly like westerns necessarily, but when I was a kid, by the way, I was just learning to read. I started reading kind of young. I was allegedly 3 or 4 when I started to read. That's what they tell me. But my father had got me for Christmas one year one of these old Straight Arrow comics, and he had found it at a garage sale or something for 5 cents or a dime, whatever they were back then. And it was the first time I had read a comic, and by looking through the sequential panels, it helped to teach me how to read. And even after reading the first one, I was smitten by comics, and right after that I went and I sought out the next thing was Batman, and that was kind of how I learned to read.
Right. Very good. That.
Yes. Hope you find that interesting. A little glimpse into my collecting, into my past. And Dave, I'd love to see what you have next if you want to show us.
Yeah, that's fine. I was just going to say, by the way, that I sold a couple of comics about 3 or 4 weeks ago on eBay to somebody who I'd actually gone to see 32 plus years ago. And what it was, that the guy who bought these 2 comics off me, he was selling some of his collection about 32 plus years ago. And he put an advert in a fanzine, and I'd actually gone to his house to buy some comics. Well, the upshot of all that was I recognized his name, sent him a message through eBay, and found out it was the same guy that I'd seen all that time ago.
No kidding.
So how strange was that? And I've actually just been to visit him today.
No kidding. We got to bring him on the show.
Yeah, I might have to do that sometime.
Well, so, I love to see the indie comics, and that's where, I guess you could say that's where my head is now.
Yeah.
But I do come by it honestly, and I was a comic book collector is how I came into it, you see. And for me, I guess I'm what you would call a Silver Age collector, which to me is 12-cent and 15 cent.
Yeah, I would say I'm very similar to you in that respect. Yeah.
What's your favorite Silver Age title, Dave?
Well, I've got various ones, but it has to be the Silver Surfer because that's the one I remember from when it first came out.
Sure, what a great book.
So I would say it has to be that one. I'm just waiting for Pops to swap us over.
Yeah, we can just chat for a minute. Well, as a matter of fact, I got one.
Oh, there he is.
Okay, gotcha.
There he is. So this is an IDW by John Byrne.
Oh, nice. I like that one. Oh, is that Doomsday +1, right?
Doomsday .1.
Doomsday .1. Okay.
Because there was a +1, I think. That came out.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
It came out before, but this is that's the splash page. So yeah, it's
and that's IDW.
It is. So to show you a couple of pages of the artwork inside. It's one of them. And yeah, typical John Byrne style.
Oh yeah, sure.
You see that with the figures. So that's that issue. Yeah, this was published in 2013. 2013 for that one. All right, here's another IDW. Fistful of Blood, I think it's called.
Gosh, I'm not familiar with that one.
Yeah, I don't know that one either. Who is that?
No,
Eastman.
Eastman is
Bisley.
okay.
You got some big names there.
Yeah.
I did not know. I'd never seen that book. Eastman and Bisley. Holy crap!
Yeah. I'll open this one up for you, Potts. You can have a look at the splash page. There we go. That's it.
Oh wow!
Sure enough.
So wow, that is a sharp-looking book, man.
Yeah. Now I want to know. Know.
Yeah, it's kind of like colored in sort of sepia color.
Yeah. Wow, that looks great, man. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, it's done the same way all the way through the book, the same kind of style.
And this is another good reason to be doing this show. Because look, sometimes you see something you ain't never seen before that just might get your attention.
That's it.
Yeah, Dave always has some good picks.
This show is a public service, yo.
There's an article at the back as well. Right?
Oh yeah, she reminds me of Sinbug.
Mm-hmm.
Tim and Joe Vigil's character.
Oh right,
Original Sin, right? That's what that reminds me of.
Some sketches at the back there.
Oh yeah, I might have to be checking that out. Don't you hate it when your collection grows before you even have the money to spend? You're like, damn it, I'm gonna have to get that. Shit. Yeah, that looks good. Bisley, though, what do you expect, right?
Right.
There you go.
It's pretty cool, man.
A few more pages at the back. Just gives you a bit of an idea what it's like. And then that was the back page as well.
I love the Western look of it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? You got the the faces there.
It reminds me a little bit of, do you remember that book by Joe Lansdale? I think it might even be Joe Lansdale and Tim Truman, Dead in the West.
All right. Well, this was published in 2015, so it's about eight years old now.
Okay.
Thereabouts. And then this is another IDW.
Oh, sure. You know what? I have the hardcover of that.
Yes, I do as well. But this is from obviously the compilation book that I've also got. So this is issue number 1. Yeah. Nice.
And that came with multiple covers, I think, too.
Yeah, I think it probably did. I don't know if there's any I don't know if there's any pictures inside of the other covers. Sometimes they put them in, don't they? But might not be in. But the artwork in this is absolutely superb, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just amazing.
Yeah. Really nice.
And I think it's Wrightson for the first 2 issues, right? And then it switches
that's
to
right.
Kelly Jones.
That's right. Yes. The other covers are right down there in the very small.
Yep. Sure. Now I remember.
Small bit there. But yeah, it's a nice.
And what year are we talking about there, Dave?
This would be. Let me see. 2012. 2012. So that's that one. So this is number 2. It's got a kind of shiny cover, as Pops calls it. Just about to see that. There we go.
Sure.
And then we have issue number 3, which is another kind of shiny cover too.
Nice.
So next one is Galaxy Quest.
Oh yeah.
By IDW. So that's that cover. And number 2, Galaxy Quest. That one. Now, I don't know if you remember this television series, but you probably will.
Oh yeah.
Ghost Whisperer.
Sure. I didn't know they had a comic. Nice looking book.
Yeah. Yeah, they brought out a comic on Ghost Whisperer. I've got the series on DVD as well, you know. So
who's the publisher there, Dave?
the publisher is IDW again.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah, there you go.
Boy, the IDW, they really put out some properties, didn't they?
Yeah, they did actually. Yeah, over the years, yeah, they did that. Now this is a Titan publication, The Prisoner.
Got kind of a Kirby look.
Yeah, well, that's the style. That is actually is Kirby.
Oh, no kidding.
On the cover, it actually is.
I sort of guessed maybe somebody was copying him.
Yeah, no, the cover is Kirby, but somebody else drew the interiors.
I see.
So, but the cover is actually Kirby.
I like how the Prisoner logo looks like a Fantastic Four logo a little bit.
Yeah, I noticed that myself. Yeah, that's the inside pages there. A little bit of an idea what it's like. That's the back cover.
Nice.
But that is definitely a Kirby drawing. That.
Yeah, well done.
100%. So, and this one came out in when was it? 2018.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
they must have had that drawing laying around for a while.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what they did. This is issue 4. Cover. So this next one, we're on to a few dynamites now. These are what's called cosplay covers, I believe.
Ah, gotcha. Yep.
So this is a Vampirella and Deja Thoris one. Yeah, if it's a photograph cover, I think they call them cosplay covers these days.
Yeah.
Something like that. So that's the number 1. And I think this is the same issue with another cosplay cover on it. So that's that one.
Pretty impressive costumes.
Yeah. So this is another number 1 again. That one. And another number one. I've got a few number ones of this one, different covers, alternate covers. Yeah, Dynamite did quite a lot of variant covers for the same book.
Sure. I sometimes collect the variants too.
Yeah, I don't often collect them, but sometimes I do, like these, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And this is issue. So I think this is. Yeah, this is another number one issue. That's that one. And then we go on to an issue of Marvels. I think that's an Alex Ross cover. I think. I'm not 100% sure, but
It does look like it.
It does look a bit like an Alex Ross cover. I'll just have a look inside and see if it says anything on the inside. Probably not. But I think that is Alex Ross artwork. It looks like it.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So I would say it probably is. And in this book, you've got some nice bits at the back as well. So you've got you've got an article on modern day marbles.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I would like that.
Some nice little bits of artwork there. And got another example there. Nice classic stuff there. And that's a photo of Alex Ross there. Down there.
Oh, no kidding.
Alex Ross and Mark Braun. There's another one. Yeah, it's a nice book, this.
I'm a huge Alex Ross fan too. I love how he has sort of the blend of the modern and the classical, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just bought that book, Tim. You know, the one he's just done on Fantastic Four. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but
I haven't. I don't think.
I'll show it you in a minute.
All right, great.
I'll dig it out in a minute for you.
Oh, that looks awesome. Now, wait, what do we got there? Is that the Human Torch? I guess.
Yeah, on that side, yeah,
yep.
that's Human Torch, and then
the scientist working on the Human Torch.
Yeah, I
get it.
I think it is. You got some pencils there.
Amazing.
Nice pencil work. And plenty more pencils. Bit hard to see, you know, like here.
I can see it, yeah.
Some nice pencil work. Here more.
Pretty.
Lots of pencils.
That's neat. It shows all its breakdowns and everything, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it? I've still got the receipt from when I bought it.
I have a pouch with a shit ton of receipts from comic books that we bought.
Well, I mean, I bought this in, when was it? 2019, actually.
Yeah, I used to try and keep track, you know, keep all the receipts from everything so we knew what we had in it. And then, like, later, at a later date, when somebody goes to sell it and go, oh, damn, Grandpa got this for 12 cents. Look, we're going to get $45,000 for it now. You know what I'm saying.
If you hang on one second, I'm just going to go and get that book I just mentioned for you, Tim.
Sure, take your time.
I've
I've got it right to hand. There we go. There you are. How about that?
Oh, yeah, I did hear about this one.
Ah. Right.
And does he write that one too now?
Let's see. I know that he drew it. Yeah, I think he wrote it as well, you know. Yeah, art and script by Alex Ross. Colors by Alex Ross.
Well, isn't that cool? I'll have to check that one out too. And you got the hardcover version, huh?
I have. Yeah, there you go.
Super cool.
That's it. And that's the first page there.
Okay, that's enough of that non-indie stuff. No, I'm kidding.
That's the back. That's the back. The back sleeve. But the colors are so like kind of black light, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's gorgeous, man. That's just gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave, I gotta say, man, I'm always grateful. Thanks for sharing us a glimpse into your collection.
Yeah, you're more than welcome.
That's a really cool one too.
Yeah,
we're gonna turn Dave's house into a B&B. You watch.
I'll come.
I know
I'll be there.
it's been threatened for some time, you know.
Yes, we're gonna turn his house into a B&B so we can just trip on over to Europe and hang out for a week in his collection room.
How about that?
See, he's already set up. I could do all my shows from there and everything, right?
There you go.
No problem, right?
Where are you from, Dave? Where's home for you? May I ask?
I'm in England, UK. I'm in a county called Lancashire, which isn't too far from Blackpool, if you've heard of Blackpool.
Okay.
Sort of round about the middle of England, I would kind of say, on the northwest coast.
Gotcha.
So that's kind of where I am. So yeah, I just thought I'd show you a couple of pages from that.
Yeah, thanks for showing it. I am interested in that. I'll check that out too. I knew there was one, but I hadn't seen it. Oh, now you're talking my language, brother.
Miracle Man.
Yeah. Now that's
Number
the reboot.
one.
That's the reboot for Miracle Man, yes?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. That's the one.
Yeah, we don't eat. We're nerds. Some Doritos and a Pepsi, you know. It's like
that's it. I mean, personally, I've got a very good microwave.
Yeah, see, you know, microwave burritos.
That's it.
We don't eat food. We would never survive. We have to have all the preservatives.
Yeah, okay. So you got all the variants. Dave, this is terrific. I just bought about 2 weeks ago, you know, they have the 3 hardcover volumes. Actually, I think it might even be 4 volumes, but I just got them. I'm only about halfway through reading it.
Oh, right.
But is Marvel really indie, though?
No, it isn't. And, you know, of course, originally that was published under, it was Eclipse, right, Dave?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
It does say Marvel, yeah.
So he's bending the rules a little, Pops.
I am just slightly.
Yeah, but we'll allow it because it was originally Eclipse, right?
Well, that's it. That's it. And the covers are quite good to look at.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
You know, covers are nice.
Pretty cool. You got Dr. Gargunzo in the background there.
See, I came across another Mike Baron book that I didn't know was a Mike Baron book until I was going through this stuff.
It's amazing what you find out you've got that you've not looked at for such a long time, like these.
Yeah,
you know,
it is amazing. And actually, it's like, I got a lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff here.
Number 9. And I recognize that scene. That was super controversial at the time because it shows her giving birth.
Oh, right.
And when I say it shows it, it shows it. Yeah.
All right, I'm ready to jump in. I got stuff.
I'm just finishing off these couple of Miracle Men, and then I'll hand you over if that's all right, Pops.
Okay.
Just show these last couple of these off. Number 11.
That's a nice one too.
Number 12.
Oh, sure. Miracle Woman. I always dug her.
Yeah. Number 13. They moved the logo from the top to the bottom on this one. Some reason. And then on the next one, it's back up at the top again.
And that's a redoing. That's what the original cover looks like for 14.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. 15. It's quite a good cover, isn't it?
Yeah, that is good. I love the flames.
Very realistic.
Yeah. You could make a good point. Miracle Man is probably my favorite title of all time.
Right. And this is the final one I have, number 16.
Sure.
You've even got Big Ben there in the corner.
Nice. All right.
Right. There we go. Right, Pops.
All right. So we have entered into the C's.
Mm-hmm.
Cowl issue number 1. Kyle Higgins, Alex Seigel, and Rob Rice. Chicago Organized Workers League.
Ah, that's what it stands for. Right.
Cowl. Yeah. I'm kind of curious what this looks like on the inside. I don't know if it's black and white or not. So I want to take a look real quick and see what we got here. Oh, it's not black and white. Look at that.
Yeah.
It's got that Stankiewicz look.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That Electra Assassin look. Lots of panels.
Yeah.
Different layouts.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
I like that one with the circle in the middle. I think that's quite a cool layout, with the 4.
And that's on the opposite page too. The next page has the same circle. So
yeah, I like that layout. It's quite good.
So yeah, there you go. Cowl. I guess I should check a date here. Huh? What do we got? 2014. Not even that old.
No, it's not.
So
9 years ago, that.
Kyle Higgins for you. Okay, so and I know you guys can know this. Comics Greatest World Dark Horse Rebel.
No, that's a good looking cover.
That's just gold.
Yeah.
It is. It's all kind of gold and black, isn't it, by the looks of it?
Yeah. Gold foil with black.
Hmm.
What else do we got here? Okay, we're gonna go on a little Crow. We're gonna take a little trip through the Crow, because come on, man, James O'Barr.
Yeah, I remember that one. Memento Mori.
Okay, and then we have Dead Time number 1.
Yeah, I'm a James O'Barr fan.
Flesh and Blood.
Oh, I don't know that one.
And and also Dead Time number 3. Like I said, I just grabbed a few. I didn't pull the whole thing out because I'd get hung up if I pull out a whole series of something. Now I did say a Mike Baron book that I didn't know was a Mike Baron book. Here we go. The Crush.
Oh, I don't know that one either. You got some good ones today, Pops. Got a couple of ringers.
So, there we go. Now I have to put this one aside because it's Mike Baron. I got to read it. Okay. Now this one, I feel like I should know curse word. I feel like I know this, but I don't know. I'm not
Sounds familiar.
It's an Image comic. Oh, yeah. Okay. As soon as I open the first page, I'm like, oh, yeah, I remember that guy. Okay. No cures, no wars, no love. Da, 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 da. Yep. Talking koala bear, the whole, Dude's got a magic staff that he pokes people with. Yeah.
Magic stick. Can't go wrong.
And, his enemies got magic sticks too. So, curse words. All right. We got cops on horses. We got it all in this thing. Yeah. All right. I'm going to have to read that. We're going to have to find out what that one's about. So we'll put that one aside as well. All right. You guys are all going to know this. I shouldn't have to say anything.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, number 0. Yeah, cool.
740. And what else do we got here? Some more of that Comics Greatest World.
Oh, yeah.
Dark Horse Comics.
Mm-hmm.
3 different stories in there, right? So, got some Mendoza, some Hughes. What the hell else is that saying? Yeah, nobody else I recognize. Okay, anyway, there you go. Number 19, Dark Horse Comics, Comics Greatest World. And you'll recognize this one, the same title, but check that guy out.
Nice.
You know that guy. It's the Predator.
Yeah.
And you see, X Welcome to the Jungle. Some of these stories just kept continuing on.
Right.
With each issue with Dark Horse Comics, And then this is one of them Easter egg covers.
Oh, yeah.
Dark Horse 20 years. And it's got everything,
Oh,
everything,
yeah, sure.
everybody.
Hey, Flaming Carrot.
Yeah, everybody's on there, dude. You got Tarzan.
Concrete.
Yeah.
I'll bring some concrete next week. I'm a concrete collector as well.
Good stuff.
You guys familiar with concrete at all?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, the darkness. What do you guys know about the darkness?
Don't think I'm aware of that one.
Top Cow Universe.
Four Horsemen.
Mm-hmm. It's amazing what you find in a dollar bin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you know about that cover?
Oh, yeah, Death Blow.
Just black. Nothing. Just a red label. That's it. Red label. That's it. Black cover. Die.
Oh, I remember this.
I've heard of it.
It's a Robert Kirkman book, right?
Yeah, it's a Robert Kirkman.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
I'm still mad at Robert Kirkman. So
why are you mad at him?
My boys that still token, they had a book called The Toking Dead. And he threatened to sue them if they didn't change the name.
I think I remember you mentioning that before, yeah.
And it's like, what it did. It didn't have nothing to do with his book. It's totally just a funny, weed
parody.
Freewheeling Franklin fucking, it's a Freak Brothers zombie book. It doesn't follow any of his characters or
I would think it would be protected by parody anyway. But who's got the money to fight somebody like that? Yeah, right.
Who's got the money to fight, dude, right? You're gonna waste your money fighting this clown. So they just changed the name to still Toking with the Dead. Or Toking with the Dead, and on they went. But I'm still Robert, that was a dick move, just saying. Mendoza, Dollface. You guys know the zombie books. Yeah. Mendoza, good stuff. Action Lab, Danger Zone, for mature readers. That's why you only got a quick glimpse of that cover. Now, for you horror and high fantasy fans, Dracula versus King Arthur.
Oh, never heard of that one.
Oh, that's a strange combination, isn't it?
Yeah, good stuff. King Arthur goes after the Drac, man. Goes after Vlad. It's like pretty funny stuff, but I can't remember who did that. It's a thick book. It was a good story. I remember that. But let me see if I can give it a little more. We have Adam Baronet and Christian Baronet did the story. Chris Moreno art. Monty Moore did a cover for this. I hope that's the Monty Moore cover. Oh, I think it is. Yeah, it's the Monty Moore cover, I think. No, it's the Chris Moreno cover. Dang it. Or they both did it. I think they both did it. What do you think? Does that look like, hold up. Does that look like a CM for the one guy and Monty for the other? Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I think one did the pencils and one did the inks or the colors or something.
Yeah, it's a possibility, yeah.
Yeah. Monty's on my wall, by the way. I have one of his Grim Reapers on my wall, so that's why I was curious about that. He's a good dude. We promote his stuff. I got some of his books, too. But I'm not getting a year off this, guys. Come on.
Probably be somewhere hiding.
Although the ad is for the Heroes Convention in Charlotte in 2006, so...
It'll be round about then.
Oh, there we go. Copyright 2001.
Oh.
And actually it says 2001 through 2006. I don't know if...
right. Yeah, that would make sense.
Took them that long to get it done, or I don't know what that exactly means, but there you go. Dracula and King Arthur. And then, because myself being one of those D&D gamer fans, what do y'all know about Dragonlance?
Yeah, I'm tired of that one myself.
Yeah, wrestling, baby. Yeah. The Dragonlance Chronicles, Margaret Weiss and Tracy Hickman, and I think it was based on an actual D&D game that they were playing, and they just like recorded the story and wrote the story, and it just went on and on and on. Now there's like 100 books, Dragonlance books, good stuff. But wrestling is, look at them hourglass eyes.
Oh yeah, sure.
You know, wizard with the gold skin, kind of sickly dude, but like most powerful dude in that universe. Yeah, something like that. You got more, Timothy, or what do you want?
I do got one or two more here. I just have two. The last one I got, or actually the last two, and these are from the tail end of last year. This one's a Ringo Award nominee. I think it's a winner, actually. A book called Metal Shark Bro. I don't know if you're familiar with that. But a couple of cool guys. That's Walter Osley, Bob France, and Kevin Cuff. Met these guys in Baltimore. And it has kind of all these cool, edgy characters, right? And it has sort of like well, it's exactly what you think. It's a metal shark, right? And so definitely highly recommended to the metal fans out there. If you're a heavy metal kind of dude, that's the one. And I just love the artwork and stuff that he's got there. It has sort of like, it looks like action-packed, even when nothing's going on, if you know what I mean. And then the other one that I got here, and actually I didn't even look at this one yet. It's on my to read pile. The Boom Queens. And this has got sort of like a very modern sensibility, and it's 3 female leads. Brilliant colors, nice panel work. Nice job on this one all the way around. So I don't actually even know too much about the team, but I picked this up on a Kickstarter. And some of these, like I say, my to read pile is getting kind of large. I gotta burn through them. But like I was telling Pops, I try to support a lot of indie creators these days.
Yeah, very good. That. All right. Is it my turn again?
Yeah. If you want more turn, you get more turn.
Yeah.
I still got I got a stack about yay high still. So
Oh yeah,
What
I'm
do you
getting
know
there.
of that one?
Oh yeah, there you go.
Arcania. Another TV series,
Yeah,
if you remember it. There's a couple of photographs there.
yeah, I know that guy. Great
Yeah.
American hero. Yeah, yeah.
The splash page. Let's see. There's another.
The funny part about that show was that the dude's regular identity was cooler than the hero.
Yeah, it was. It was actually. So, example of the artwork inside.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Wasn't too bad. I don't know if they did a lot of these issues, but I've only got this one.
Oh, nice.
That's that one. This one was published in, let's see if I can make it out, 2008. That one. Next one we have is a Twilight Zone.
Oh, nice.
Gotta love
How's
that.
that?
That
And
looks
that's
like
from
that looks like it's
Comic
one of the old ones too.
Comic Chronicles. So this was like a sort of it's not actually a comic book as such. It's more like a sort of like pin-up book kind of thing.
Okay.
Let's
Well, it
see,
says it's got a writer.
yeah.
Gotta be something written in there.
Oh, there is. Yeah, there is. What it is, it's a synopsis
Okay,
of each
cool.
episode, I think. So
Oh, I got
it gives you a picture.
Yeah,
and
picture
then
with
tells
every
you
page. Yeah.
tells you a bit about it there. So that was the very first episode of the Twilight Zone.
That's what I was gonna say. This is depicting the old shows. This ain't like
So,
you know.
so it's got what was happening the day on that day, special guest stars, synopsis, fun facts, commentary.
Nice.
So every
episode. What? How many?
it goes up to it goes up to episode 32.
Okay, so that's probably one season then, right?
Yeah, about one season. So it gives you like a sort of sketch on one side.
Beautiful.
And that on the other. So
I like that.
yeah, it's a bit of an unusual book. This I've never seen one like this before.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. It's cool.
See if it's got. Oh, there's another nice drawing there. Oh, that's one. Put that back in there. That's the back cover of that, by the way. Just let me show you that. Wolver Broad.
That's great.
Wolver Broad.
Don't let her get her claws in you.
Have you seen this one before?
No.
I haven't.
That's the back cover. So this is I think it was let's see. It's published in 2008 by Fantagraphic Books, I think it was. So that's kind of what it looks like on the inside.
Cool.
Let's see if there's another. How about that? It's a nice drawing, isn't it?
That reminds me of something Glenn would do.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. It's very sort of Steve Ditko style as well.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Well, a crossover between Ditko, Kirby, and Wood, which is probably sums it up. There's another panel in here somewhere. There we go.
Cool.
Yep, like I said, I know that desk.
Yeah. There you go.
The most famous art desk in the history of comics.
Indeed. Some nice panels, though. Blam, 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 blam. It's an article on Steve Ditko, Jack Kirby, and
Mr. Garcia, I have to say that Marvel's been going out of their way to destroy a lot of characters over the last 15 years. That doesn't surprise me at all. It just doesn't surprise me at all.
I need to put some of these into backing boards because they don't have backing boards at the minute. Have you seen this
Oh,
one?
there you go, Barbara.
Yeah,
It's my girl Barbara. Look,
this is a number one issue. I'm just taking it out of the bag so as you can see it better.
any 60s, 70s teenager knows that Barbara had a big influence on their life.
Sure. Yeah, no doubt.
Well, I used to watch this series when I was a kid, I must admit.
Dude, you just sat there thinking what bumbling idiots those guys were and how much fun you could be having.
So this is all black and white art, as you can see inside.
Yeah, dude.
It's quite well
Major
done.
Nelson was a dumbass, man. That'd have been, how many sisters you got? Let's go.
There you go.
Oh, man. Yep. That was a great show. Great fun.
Yeah. It was really, really funny, you know. There's a pin up at the back.
See, she had a hot sister too. Come on, man. What you gonna do with the hot genie with the hot sister? Dan DiCarlo.
Yeah. 1919 to 2001.
Yep.
Yeah, Dan DiCarlo.
Nice dedication there. Good dedication.
Certainly is. And then I wonder if you've ever heard of this one or seen this one.
Supercar? No.
Yeah, this is a
TV
British.
show, right?
This is a British series that was on in the 60s called Supercar.
It's a little bit like the what's it, the Thunderbirds, or it's like a puppet type.
Yeah, it's kind of like along those lines. So that was the vehicle that could go under the sea and fly into space and all that.
Am I saying that right, Dave? Was the other show the Thunderbirds?
Yes, there was a series called Thunderbirds.
Okay.
There was also another series called Stingray as well. So there was only one issue published, and this is the only one that was published at the time. And that's the artwork. That's the back cover. And see if there's a sample of the artwork on the inside. So yeah, there was supposed to be a second issue, but it didn't happen. So this was the one and only. That was the next issue that never appeared. So they advertised it, but it didn't get published, which is a shame, really. But yeah, this was done back in 2003, so 20 years ago. For that one. Right, do you want me to pop you back again, Pops? I've got plenty left, but I was just wondering if you had anything left. If he's there. He might have disappeared. If he has, I'll carry on.
Carry on, Dave.
I'll carry on. Here we go.
Oh, Lost in
Innovation.
Space. Love me some Lost in Space.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the Lost in Space Annual Innovation. There you go. So that's that one. Lost in Space #1. Yeah, I used to watch this series, Tim, back in the days when it was broadcast.
Oh, nice. Sure, me too.
Issue 2. So, I mean, these issues had some nice painted covers, though.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I don't know who did the covers, but they're quite good. Quite good covers. This is #3.
Cool. I like that one.
Yeah, that's a nice cover. #4. #5. #6. Yeah, there's some good covers on this series, I thought.
I like that one too.
Yeah.
What is he playing guitar there or something? Looks like.
I'm not sure. I think it's got some kind of weapon.
Oh.
Like some kind of weapon, doesn't it? #8. #9. That's kind of an unusual cover, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it is cool.
All kind of one kind of color. #10. #11. Good job. I've got steady hands and I'm not shaking all over the place, isn't it? a bit like the series did, like when there was an explosion.
Right. I like that one too.
Yeah, that's quite an atmospheric cover.
Look, Dr. Smith was a dick. Right? The robot was onto him every time. He'd be like,
"That's right.
Danger, danger, run, Will Robinson, run." That robot right there, that robot. He was on Dr. Smith. He knew it every time when Dr. Smith was doing something funky.
Yeah.
He'd be like,
He certainly did.
I said the other day on one of the podcasts, I always thought Lost in Space was a better show than Star Trek.
It was certainly different. I mean, the good thing with Lost in Space was it was to be continued next week, so it kept you watching.
Yeah, and it was also a little bit more adventurous. Star Trek was like a show for smart people, and I was a little kid.
Yeah.
But see, Star Trek also had that penultimate hero that Lost in Space didn't have. It's like the robot was the freaking hero,
That's right.
Yeah, the guys would come save the day, but it was always the robot that pointed out where the bad was, where the evil was, what
danger,
always, right?
That's it.
So it's like the robot was the hero of the story, where Kirk, you could relate to Kirk because Kirk was hard to beat. Not only that, but you got to give it to Kirk. He was the only one that actually went to space. Out of all the TV space captains.
This issue is part 1 of 2, but they never published part 2, So I've just got part 1.
I wonder if that one's worth anything extra because they never.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they did plan to do the second one, but it never got done. So
The
I
early
don't
life
know.
of Dr. Maureen. Dr. Maureen.
Right, I'll pass you back now. You're back, Pops.
Okay, so we're going to jump back into some more image number one-age. We have image number one of Echo.
Oh, nice.
Another shiny. Now, like we when we first started this collection, my son found a collection of like 2,200 books that we got a really good deal on, and a lot of these indies were part of that collection, right? The ones that I'm showing today. So this one, now sometimes I'll see something and I'll go, oh, well, that just complements something that's already in the collection. So this one was in the collection, this Extremity. Well, during my indie travels, look what I found. The Ash Can.
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
Book, right? So sometimes I find things that complement the stuff that we picked up in that early thing that started our collection, you know. Now we have closer to 7,000 books, but you know, we got up like 2,200 books when we first started doing this. And this time, okay, it's like the fourth time I've had a collection. But yeah, then you come across stuff like this, okay. Tiger Woods, right? Now, when my son was little, I was like, and Tiger was in college, I was like, that's somebody you want to be. You want to be like that kid, man. Look at that. 3 NCAA golf championships. It's like he could do something nobody in history's ever done before if he just stays in school. And that chump went pro. And now it's like, I don't care about this comic anymore. I was holding him up as an icon for my son, as somebody staying in school and doing all this. It's like he's not trying to go pro. He's 3 times he won the NCAA championship, which I think only Jack Nicklaus did, right? Won it 3 times. So Tiger could have stayed in school, won it a 4th time, done something nobody else has ever done. And I would have really held him up higher as a role model because he'd been in school. Money, 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 money. You know. Then we got Hero Graphics, Flair. The Icicle versus the Enemies. It's not just for kids anymore. Kind of makes me wonder what's in this one. You know what I'm saying? I think we're going to have to put that one aside too, because they were saying this. Oh, and look at this. Some more shiny from IDW. Frankenstein alive.
Oh yeah.
I recognize that.
Yeah. Good stuff.
What issue is that? Is that number 1? Number 2?
Glasses. Where'd you go? Come back. I don't know that it even says. It's number 4. Number 4.
Number 4. Yeah, I don't think I've got number 4. I don't recognize the cover.
Bernie Wrightson.
Yeah.
Never giving it up. Bernie Wrightson already in there. Yeah. Can't have it. Can't have it. Y'all remember this movie?
Oh wow, I do actually. Yeah.
Is that Chuck Dixon?
I don't think I do.
Chuck Dixon. Free Jack. Emilio Estevez. Was Mick Jagger in that? I think was like the villain.
All right.
Yeah, it's a movie. It was based on a movie. I think Mick Jagger was the bad guy in that.
I don't remember that film.
Yeah, Emilio Estevez, I think, was the star of that. Now this one, we're gonna have to open up because it's version cover. But
it is.
Looks like a G.I. Joe or something.
It does look like a G.I. Joe, doesn't it?
Yeah. Let's see. What do we got? Oh, yeah, I think it's G.I. Joe. A version variant of one of them. Let's see which one. Oh, number 250. I think that's what it says. Number 250.
Yeah, 250.
So I have a virgin cover of G.I. Joe number 250. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's see who was involved in this. Is it going to tell us? Oh, it tells us about cover artists. This is John Royal and Jagdish Kumar. Colors by Edgar Delgado. That's this cover. But I'm not seeing. Oh, there we go. Larry Hama wrote this.
Yeah.
Cool. There you go. G.I. Joe number 250 version variant.
Very nice.
Stuff you find that you didn't even know you had.
Oh, no. It's happened to me quite often in the past, that.
That might even need to be going somewhere else. Okay. How about The Goon? Dark Horse Comics.
Oh, The Goon. Yeah.
The Goon, number 1 by Eric Powell.
Some nice covers on those as well, in that series.
I think it's a reprint, though.
Mm-hmm.
Because it says another look at a classic first issue.
Yes, it probably is then, Pops.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Probably will be a reprint of a earlier issue.
Okay. Grifter and Bad Rock. From Image. Grifter and Bad Rock. Pretty sure we've had the artist from Bad Rock on here before. On this show. Pretty sure I talked to that guy before. Grimjack from First Comics.
Oh, nice. Love some Grimjack.
Oh, yeah, I think I've seen that one before somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who drew it, but
let's just take a look, see what it says. Come on, give me the info. Here we go. Tom Sutton and Steve Irwin, penciler.
Tom Sutton.
Tom Sutton was a penciler, yes.
I know that name.
And Steve Irwin inked it, and Linda Lessman colored it. I didn't say Ness Lessman. I said Linda. There you go. Good stuff. And these books are all old school newsprint paper, guys.
Yeah.
You know?
What year was that one, Pops?
This is 1986.
Ah, right.
And it's still in that good a condition, and it's newsprint. And that color's held up really well for that long.
Yeah, it's very, very good, isn't it? Very good.
Those colors have held up really well.
They have indeed.
For that long. So, you know, I mean, not everything has to be super glossy. I get why Peter Cimmetti does what he's doing, because it
I wonder if they used that Baxter paper, though, you know, back in the 80s, because they used that on some titles, didn't they?
Yeah.
You know, the Baxter paper that they brought out.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like Baxter paper to me, but I don't know.
And then
Grim Fairy Tales.
Grim Fairy Tales by Zenescope.
Mm-hmm. I've got one or two Zenescopes knocking about.
Yeah, I got a few of these. I just yanked one out because she was kind of cute. I like the pose. Yeah.
Goldilocks.
Mm-hmm. And then we have our friend Andrew Mangum Hatchet. It's Adam Green's Hatchet, you know, the movie Hatchet. Andrew Mangum did covers and I'm pretty sure the interiors for these. Andrew's a friend of ours, been on the show quite a few times, has a son, Gabriel Mangum, that also is a badass artist. Did a cover for Bushy Boo Circus, guys. So, you know, friends of the madness right there. Hatchet, Andrew Mangum. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, now we're going to go back. We're going to go way back. Who's ready to go back?
The Wayback Machine.
Yeah, the time machine back. Ah,
Oh,
Charlton.
yeah. I love Charlton.
Yeah.
Werewolves Haunted. Actually, it's like 81, but that's pretty far back for most people.
It's 40-some years, yeah.
It's going back a ways, that.
For me, it's like yesterday and shit.
Well, I was going to say, Pops, 1981 is the year I bought the house I'm still living in.
Yeah, well, see, that's the year,
you know?
That's the class of 81, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some more of that newsprint paper.
Yeah.
Newsprint in the comics. 40 years old. This one has a big old ding on the cover, I just noticed. Like I said, a lot of these we got in the collection, they cost us about 12 cents each. You know, that's why I used the term when I said my grandsons are going to be like, oh, dang, man, Grandpa only paid 12 cents for this. Look what it's worth. There's a few of those that were in there that after the fact, after we bought the collection because of a movie or something stupid, they skyrocketed in value, you know.
That's right.
Not because we were speculating on it or anything, but just because. Horror House, number 1. Horror House Publications.
I haven't heard of that one.
Wally Wood.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you know that name, though, huh?
I certainly do.
Yeah.
Bob Powell as well.
Oh, and it's black and white. Thank you. Oh.
Yeah, that's some nice artwork, is that?
Oh, this one I got to put aside and go look at again.
Yeah, that's my
I like the black and white stuff like that.
Dude, beautiful, beautiful.
Isn't it?
Get a year off this one if I can. Geez, come on, make it so I can read it. I think it says 84, but it could be a 94. I don't know.
You'll have to dig out your magnifying glass again. It's no good.
I'm going to say by the price of it, it's got to be 94 because it was $2.95 for the book. So
Right.
Let's go with 94.
It's nice, that one.
We're still 50 cents, 75 cents, you know. Y'all going to know this stuff. Dun, 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 dun.
I'll do some.
Shadowhawk.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Plus the debut of the Protectors from Malibu.
At least you can see the year of that one on the cover, Pops.
Yeah. You
92.
Yep. Good stuff. And again, now that was issue 16, so this must be a few years later, a couple of years later.
Yeah. Number 30.
Rune.
Also
from Malibu Sun.
I remember that one.
Now we got, there's always them fun books, right? You got to have fun books. You guys know about Amalgam Comics?
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Amalgam. Yeah, sure. They're all
Amalgam
possible.
ones. Yeah.
Oh, look at
Captain of Out, you never find. Destroy a Duck. Yeah. Based on Howard the Duck, probably.
Yeah. Lobo the Duck. Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Putting that aside so I can
I'm
read.
not sure if I've got that one myself somewhere. It looks familiar.
Doc, if you're watching, I pulled this one for you.
Kiss Psycho Circus.
Kiss Psycho Circus.
Yes.
Mm. Mhm.
And I kind of want to know what the inside of this looks like, because the cover art's kind of deceptive.
Mm.
So let's see what the Psycho Circus looks like on the inside. That's more what I would expect. Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. That color palette on that cover was kind of dead. There you go. Abandon all ye expectations. Yes. And there you go. You know.
Nice.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, one and all, the greatest show on any earth. Yep. Kiss concert, right? No. There you go. So that's what Psycho Circus looks like on the inside. That's number one. Oh, I don't even remember. That had to have been in that collection. Because I know I didn't buy that. And my buddy over there on Twitter,
John Wick.
John Wick. If you guys don't follow John Wick on Twitter, you need to go follow John Wick on Twitter. I'm just saying.
Dynamite.
Number one.
Dynamite.
And it's pretty much what you expect if you know the John Wick movies. You know the John Wick comic book. What's up, Apex? How you doing, brother? Yeah, we know. We know. That's why we out here showing off indies. Hey, anybody got anything else before we? I'm planning on doing this again next week because
we can carry on with it next week, Pop.
Yeah, I've saved some good stuff for next week.
Yeah, that only took me to J, so I got a ways to go in the drawers yet. So, and like I said, I'm not showing everything. I just pulled some stuff, you know.
Yeah, I'm trying to time myself now.
Yeah, I think we'll do indies again next week. Vic, if you want to come out and join us, show off some indie stuff, you're more than welcome to. You know, it's for guests as well. You know, come out and show off your stuff. If you like this, and or maybe just like watching because you might see something you didn't know about, which happens to us pretty much.
Yeah, it happens all the time. Man.
Well, I was just going to say when I went to visit this chap today. He had some really nice stuff, you know, from the 60s and the 70s, and some of the titles I'd never even seen before for real. I'd seen them on the internet, but I'd never seen them for real. So it was nice to see some of the stuff he had. Really nice. Marvel, DC, independent, you know, nice.
Yeah, we do this to have fun and just, you know, get people to look back in your own collection. You might find some stuff you forgot.
Yeah, I mean, I've already found stuff that I had forgotten I had easily.
Yeah. And I found stuff I didn't know I had, like that Mark Jeweler comic I found a couple weeks ago when we were going through books. So
yeah, that's right.
I mean, you never know, man. Follow along with the show. You might find something in your own collection that you forgot about and love.
Especially if you see something that's being shown and you think, I'm sure I've got that.
Yeah. You never know.
Yeah.
Dave, as always, thank you, my friend, for coming out. Timothy,
you're very welcome. Yeah, it's been nice to see you again, Tim, as well.
Yeah, pleasure, man. Always nice to see you guys.
You've been a great addition to the show.
I should dig out one or two older comics for Tim next time as well.
I mean, you've been a great addition to the show. It's nice to have three different, you know, like one of us takes up 10, 15 minutes. The next guy does. We got 6 15-minute segments. It works out pretty well.
I got something special for next week.
Cool.
Ooh.
All right.
I look forward to it.
All right. See you guys.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.
See you next time.
Appreciate you. I'm going to play a couple more ads on the way out because that's kind of what I do. Y'all have a great day.
See you next time.
Peace.
Bye, everybody.
I was setting sun, but I'll never run. I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man walking. I will stay and fight as long as I'm alive. I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man walking. Till I die. And kill till I die.
In a world where creatures of myth and legend exist, a covert task force is charged with keeping humanity safe from supernatural threats. And when young Nancy Moon stumbles into the eternal battle between good and evil, she finds...
Oh my god, will you shut up? What's happening? Agent Beckett here. Aren't you tired of stuff like that? Want something different? Roll the tape. Whoops. Sorry about that. That's a song I'm writing for my ex. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that's more like it. Alrighty. Welcome to the world of the mythicals. We have it all. Monsters. Magic. Government agents. He's the strong silent type. This guy. Ugh, gross, dude. Get some kind of cream or something. Lots of 90s style action. Pew pew pew. And that strong female lead alluded to earlier. Not to mention a dashing field commander with a great sense of fashion. Look at those glasses. South River Studios presents The Mythicals, Issue 1. Buy it, if you dare. Ugh, will you can it already? How'd you get free? Now beat it before I lose my cool. So what are you waiting for? Sign up today. Like right now.
Sign up today on Indiegogo.
The original intention of the film was just for my personal use, but I thought with it being such a unique thing that I'd like to offer it to anybody who wants to see it. Things like that. And it's just a unique film of him.
He says, I beat you. He says, they say we came in under the dead heat. He says, that's not true because I beat you. And the American said, well, he says, if you like to think so, he says, but I know the real story. He says, I know I clearly won that one.
Bringing you sex, sass, and style. Buckle up and unlock your imagination for a fun adventure with these death-dealing dames. They sail the galaxy in search of spoils. The most dangerous acquisition, and the most fruitful, are the legendary Splinters of Yggdrasil. The Splinters are magical artifacts forged from the Tree of Life that wreak havoc on the universe. The missions are perilous, but the bounty is glorious. Enjoy our hyper-fictional wonderland. How is a pirate ship sailing through space? 'Cause magic. How do they heal so quickly after battle? 'Cause magic. How are they able to communicate through jewelry? 'Cause magic. It's all about the characters. Abo, rough, robotic, ready. Mo, carefree, callous, courageous. Mistress Graven, daring, diplomatic, dominating. Betsy, academic, accountable, aristocratic. Nefara, ancient, assured, adrenaline junkie. Bruto, proud, prominent, protective. Fisty, independent, incendiary, invigorating. Roxy, superficial, scarred, secretive. Once you get to know this diverse crew of mythical miscreants, you'll be anxious to find out what trouble they'll get into on the next episode. Go to abogrizzly.com and order both halves of the first episode today.
America's southern border has become a war zone. Human traffickers, drug smugglers, and terrorists flow across the Rio Grande with impunity, secure in the knowledge that no one will stop them. A distant federal government lectures Americans on their privilege while punishing overworked border patrol agents who were helpless to stem the tidal wave of invaders and determined migrants. Second-generation Cuban-American Marcos Zamora is a military vet, more patriotic than most Americans. No longer able to ignore the chaos at his doorstep, he acts. Joined by his best friend Gus, they hit the border every night, saving lives while stopping violent drug cartels and other opportunists. The government reacts with fury at Marco's attempts to preserve American sovereignty, deploying the full might of their enforcement agencies. But Marcos understands that the only thing the rich and powerful fear is bad publicity, and he records every encounter. Whoever he is, this private American must be stopped. Illustrated by Richard Bonk and written by Eisner winner Mike Barron, Private American is his version of Captain America, and maybe a little Punisher, taking part in this ongoing, violent, and very real battle of good versus evil in the war for American sovereignty. Grab your copy at theprivateamerican.com.
We have a secure border, and that is a priority for our administration.
How do you end this thing? How do you put the where's the brakes on this bus? I forgot.
Jazz hands. Jazz hands are done.
Comic Books for Kids provides comic books to kids in hospitals and cancer centers across the U.S. It's a place where we can all work together to make sure every child has a comic book. 100% of all proceeds go towards the kids. It's about making a difference, and while they're in the hospital, allowing them to fly like a superhero, battle dragons, or rescue teddy bears. We are in every state in the country and now support over 160 hospitals.